Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope that you're doing well on this Winning Wednesday. You can see my face looking like I need more sleep, but God has been gracious. Came home yesterday, put my bag down, and said I was going to do some work, but went straight to sleep. And so it's important that we listen to our bodies, that we take the rest, because that's what the Father intended for us. He intended us to rest. We're not always to be going, going, going. Take rest to rejuvenate, to build yourself back up. So, on this Winning Wednesday in September, the weather is changing. Uh, Kids are sneezing and coughing all over the place. Um, but we know that God is with us no matter what. And so, this morning, woke up and I had all these different songs in my mind. Quite a few. And I was like, "Ooh, your spirit was just in worship all morning." And as I was getting ready, I thought about how even though we know the Word of God, if we don't apply it, it's pointless. It's absolutely pointless. And the Word of God is just not for us, but for the people around us. We're to be that example. Like the quote says, be the change that you want to see in the world. That same thing is applicable here. If I'm looking to see change in my world around me, I need to be that example of change because I am following the ultimate example. If that makes sense. Um, but as you can hear, Fred is singing in the background. And I think about all the times that we try to be that example, but what people say tends to pull you away, making you think, oh, yeah, you're not worthy, you're not sufficient, uh, that there's a missing piece. Yeah, the missing piece is God. The missing piece is God. And so this morning, I say to you, step out. Step out on that faith. It's okay to cry out to Jesus. Tell him don't pass you by. Let him know that you need him in your life. As all these things are occurring in this world, to our left, to our right, we can't afford to just sit by idly and say, as long as I stay quiet, I'll be all right. But what if your staying quiet impacts your children? What if you stop sending those prayers to the Most High? What if that impacts that ailing parent that you've been praying for? That estranged relationship that you were hoping God to restore? Because we know that God can do anything. Nothing is impossible with him. I choose not to stay quiet. Even when I'm at work and it's during my planning time, I build my spirit up. As one reason why I do my hair this way, I put my earphones in and I have the Word of God playing in my ears as I'm working. Because this in this day and age, so many digging negative words are coming, trying to distract us from the purpose that God has for us. And I declare and decree that I will do what God has called me to do. I will impact the lives I'm supposed to impact. I'm determined to hear, "Well done, thy good and faithful servant." I recently had a conversation, and I said, and of course, everything you have choices, right? And my response was, the choice that I made was harder than the other choice. Because we know that the narrow path, people don't choose that way. And I don't want to equate what my decision was as a narrow path. However, my decision was totally contrary to what the majority would have done. And that decision doesn't make me weak. It's showing me how I'm relying on the Most High to reveal to me what purpose there was in that choice. But I do love it because it helps me to see that, hey, go Danielle, you're trusting Dad again. You're leaning on him. You're coming to the altar. And not only talking, but listening. So he's not going to pass you by if you choose to come to his altar. If you choose to transform your mind daily and not conform to what this world is saying. Because it's easy to do that. On this Winning Wednesday, like I said, Winning Wednesdays has happened for me because, I start off real strong, and in that middle point, I'm looking like, oh, I've gotten this far. Can I continue to stay at this height? Spiritually? Because maybe physical things may happen, but can my spirit man still be at this point or higher? As I tell my son every day, the spirit world is so much more real than this physical stuff that we see. So it will behoove you to take time to learn the spirit. Learn his spirit. So we can walk in tune. Because people work at the bank, for example, they don't really spend time learning the counterfeit. Oh, they study it, but they spend more time focusing on the real deal. They know what the bills look like, what every crevice is there, what marks should be there. That way, the moment that the counterfeit appears, they can say, wait a minute, this is not it. This is not it. Excuse me. This is not it. So as we spend time at the Father's feet, as we spend time in his word, as we spend time meditating, when those other words come, we should be able to throw down those fiery darts, because no weapon will prosper. So on this Winning Wednesday, God will not pass you by if you are wholeheartedly giving your soul, your spirit to him and only him. Love y'all. Have a wonderful day.